Michigan is a state that touches 4 of the 5 Great Lakes in the United States. With so much water along its borders, as well as other connecting waterways, Michigan has more lighthouses than any other state in the country. Michigan's DNR, along with other agencies, works hard to maintain these historic structures, to educate and enlighten visitors, and also to appeal to their sense of nostalgia. The Tawas Point Lighthouse is somewhat unique in that it's in a state park. It overlooks Lake Huron, and Michigan's DNR recently held a grand reopening for the Tawas Point Lighthouse after it was restored.
This is an important event today. This is the anniversary of the lighting of the lamp for the first time. 147 years ago on this date, the shipping lanes were open for the season, and the ice was gone from the lakes and the big ships could come through, and this was a brand new lighthouse that just opened. And so on this date tonight, they would have lit that light with a little kerosene lamp with a flame about this big, and the light would have shot across the bay for about 16 miles.
If you think of Tawas, if you're thinking of Tawas in general, Michigan, the first thought that comes to mind is typically Tawas Point Lighthouse. It's on every brochure in town. It's on every wall with pictures in most of the businesses in town. I've even seen it on doctors' offices down even in Ann Arbor and even farther away. So Tawas Point Lighthouse is just a really iconic location because of where it's at and how it's been taken care of. And I think the state park is, by protecting it in a state park, it allows the state to really create a huge investment back into the local community as well as the state park.
The Tawas Point Lighthouse has a volunteer group that helps with maintenance on this historic landmark, as well as raising funds for its upkeep.
We talk about the state park and the lighthouse everywhere we go, to everyone we meet. And we are a fundraising arm. And when Micah and crew need something at the park, they come to us and ask us if there would be a reason that we could help them, and we do.
For one guest on the day of this grand reopening, she has fond memories of staying in this lighthouse as a child.
In the early 50s, our current gift shop served as a garage for the Coast Guard Jeep. In earlier days, the building had been a boathouse, a stable, a cook shack, and a workshop. One of my favorite things to do with my father was to go for rides with him in that Jeep. Often it was to check on property owned by the government. That property extended from the very end of the point to an area near what is now the entrance to the state park.
Unfortunately, yeah, that has been decommissioned, but we still have the Fresnel lens up there.
So the lighting pattern for Tawas is 1 long light and 2 short reds.
I think a lot of people come to the lighthouse to see that Fresnel lens, to see what that looks like, especially being that there's only so few of them in the world in general, and I think that's one of the main draws. So at least we still have that in the museum, and super blessed to have that. But yeah, as far as the light, I don't think that's ever coming back, unfortunately.
The public has been waiting to get back in the lighthouse. Some of them have been very patient, some have not been as patient. We're not that patient sometimes too. So for us, this is just another way to let people back into the lighthouse that they love, and we're happy to do it, and it's been a great day. We're really excited about everybody who's been here and all the good press we're getting.